Yeah, man, it's the one and only DJ Chase, man, the pregame party miss podcast on 10 mobile apps, man, djchaseradio.com, man, djchase.net, all over, man. We got the only Bria Cheri in the building. What's going on, mama?
Hi, thank you for having me.
Of course. How you doing?
I am good. Just busy working.
Copy. I feel it's been a lot of transitions this past summer. This summer's going into a lot of weird energies out there. I don't know if you're really not familiar with energies or familiar with energies, but it's a lot of funny energies going on, man. Today is Monday. We're recording this, man, today. And so we got singer, songwriter, Jamaica Queens representative, radio show host, she does it all, man. Dancer, piano player, all of that goodness, man. Bria Cheri in the building. Yeah.
I love the introduction.
For sure, man. Like I said, I was saying it before. I was like, I want to go a little bit into your background because you do a lot of different things, and I want to really focus on your music because you have a lot of music and you have like a really unique musical journey so far, you know what I'm saying? Just putting out music, so let's get a little bit about your background. You're from Jamaica, Queens, New York. How was it growing up in Jamaica, Queens?
Wow, it was such a time. I look back and I'm proud of where I come from. For those that are not aware, like Jamaica, Queens, it's a tough area. It's one of the tough areas in New York. So, but along with that, the roughness, you have so much talented people that have come from Queens, period. 50 Cent, Nicki Minaj, Run DMC, Salt and Pepper, like the list goes on and on.
All my favorite rappers are from Jamaica, Queens, so I give it to you. All my favorite artists from Queens. So.
Yeah. So it was really just a growing time, just learning how to navigate, how to learn, how to grow as an artist, as a person. And so it's made me who I am. So I love it.
For sure. And how did you start making music? What did you say? Would you start as a young kid or whatever the case may be? You say that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I started learning music when I was 3 years old. I started learning the piano. My mom got me a little mini keyboard for little kids to play.
Yeah.
She noticed like, okay, she's really interested in learning this. So she put me in some piano lessons. I was privately trained in classical music. I had multiple teachers over the years. And so from there, I just began diving into singing. I would say it was like around my early preteen years. That's when I was like, I want to start singing more. I want to start making music. And so it's been a part of my life, my whole life.
Oh, for sure. And who influenced you making music? Like, who was you say is your big? I got the Leah T-shirt on. Okay. I know. You even the video is inspired by Leah. We're gonna get into that. Who inspires you? Making music. What I say is Aaliyah.
For sure. If we're talking about artists, yeah, Aaliyah for sure. Mary J. Blige, Toni Braxton. But even just from my family, I come from a musical family background. My grandfather was a music manager for legendary jazz artist Dizzy Gillespie.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm sorry, Billy Eckstein, I'm sorry. But numerous jazz artists back in the day. So music's always been there.
Copy, man. And like even Queens, you have Queens has a lot of history. And now that you started playing the piano at 3, I wanted to ask you, do you play the piano in your music? Like, do you incorporate your piano playing in the music, or you let the producer do the work?
I let the producer do the work. I have a vision of what I want it to sound like. If I like the way they play it, I'm like, all right, you can do it. But in the future, I'm definitely going to start incorporating my own personal touch.
Copy. Yeah, because I'm as you say, I'm a producer myself. So, a lot of people do the loops and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, I wonder if she puts the loops in her, in her recordings herself,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, in my own personal thing, like I make little beats for my own personal, just whatever, and so I do that. Yeah.
Copy. And now let's fast forward. You went to college. You graduated from Long Island University, and broadcasting and journalism and things like that. And your first project that I was like looking at, I was like, okay, it came out 2017, and that's who you worked with Donnie Klang for Making It a Band. Yeah. How did that musical relationship start?
It started just with me giving them a call. He has
Wow.
he has a recording studio in Long Island in Syosset, New York. It's called the Loft Sound Studios, and within that, he has his own artist development kind of
Wow.
like team, and he has his best friend who also co-owns the place, and they're teaching numerous artists how to sing, how to perform, managing a few artists here and there. And so earlier, before the project came out, I was like, I need a little bit more artist development, and that's really not around these days anymore. And so I came across his website, and that's when I gave him a call, and we scheduled time to meet, and got in the studio with him and talked about my goals, my vision. And he was like, okay, well, let me hear you sing. And so I sang one of Mary J. Blige's songs, Share My World, and he loved it. And so from there, he's like, okay, we got to start working right now.
Nah, that's super fire. That's super fire. So let me ask you this question. How was the recording process on the first project? Because it was only like 8 songs, but I know you got the feature song with him, which is really dope. I really actually like that record too. How was like the recording process? Did he like write the songs, or allow you to write, or he co-wrote, or how did that work?
The only song he co-wrote on is the one that he's featured on. I wrote everything myself. In the studio. Sometimes it would be in the studio. Sometimes I would take it home, write, and come back. But the process, it was different because this was all new to me at that point. I'd never been in a studio doing it. So he was really kind of taking me under his wing and showing me how recording works. And I was like, okay, I get the hang of it now.
Copy. Yeah. And did he sign you to a production deal, or was it just like a one project kind of thing?
Oh no, we have a long-time relationship. There's no deal involved. It's just,
oh wow, okay, copy. That's dope.
It's just whenever I want to work, I give him a call.
Copy. And what's gonna ask you? Do you like being in the studio better, or you like performing better?
That's a good question. I honestly, I love creating the music the most. I love, taking that bare bones idea and building it to what it becomes. It's like, wow, that's what we did, But of course, I love getting feedback from the people, because it's one thing to create it, but you don't know how everyone else is going to receive it. So.
Yeah, for sure. And now we got the new EP that we came out this year in January, the Phoenix. The dope project, man. You definitely, I was going through your projects because you put out a couple singles after the first project, and then you're doing the singles. So, like your growth has changed, like even like songwriting wise and stuff like that. Were you like collaborating with people on a songwriting process, or you just say, you know what, I'm just gonna write, because it shows your growth as an artist, as I should say. So do you like collaborate with different artists to grow with your songwriting, or you just was like, you know what, I just want to step it up?
I really just wanted to step it up. I really wanted to dive deeper in myself and whatever I was experiencing, and really kind of write it in a different way, and not be just, I don't want to say surface level, but like just the basic, I love you, you love me, like what's together. And I was like, nah, I want to really show what my chops are. And of course, with Phoenix, I did work with 2 amazing producers. They're both brothers. One, RG, the producer, and Raphael, Gerson Gibbs. Raphael Gibbs is the producer. But yeah, they were great with they've worked with numerous big names: Cardi B, Busta Rhymes, Nas. So when I got there, it was like, they were like, okay, what can this girl do? Like, yeah, we've seen the other 2 projects, but like,
what can you do now? Yeah.
So it was really pushing me to go to that level.
Yeah, because I seen Gerson, he's on the Don't Worry record, right? Yeah, so I think he's that record, and that's actually one of I was just looking at the video, I'm like, yeah, this is it right here. Like, that's the type of R&B I like, And what would you say is your favorite song on the Phoenix album, or EP rather? It
changes a lot. I would say my favorite would be Party Continues.
That's hard too. The DJs need that record.
Yes, and that was like really on the fly. Like, I wrote that out of nowhere. I was just like listening to the beat. I was like, okay, and I was like, okay, let me write to that. And then so I love that one.
For sure, man. And don't worry, it's actually the latest video off the project. Coincidentally, what are you gonna drop any more like videos for the project or not?
Oh, I definitely will. It's just right now I'm getting things laid out a certain way with funds and the planning. So
of course. Yeah,
definitely, definitely sometime this year.
Copy. And you know what, I want to ask you this question too. A lot of artists sometimes they don't know their sound, right? So they try different things. You haven't really been recording that long, so I'm not gonna be too hard on you about it. But what would you say? Like, how would you describe your sound? Like, you say, you know what? I make like party R&B. I make ballad R&B. I make soulful R&B. What would you describe your sound as?
I make soulful R&B. I tell stories with my music. So I'm like a chameleon. Like if I want to talk about a party, hanging out, I'll make a record like that. If I want to dig deep, give you a ballad type of feel, I'm gonna go there. So yeah, that's just whatever the time calls.
Copy. And who was your dream collaboration as an artist would be? Who would you like to say, you know what? I get a Drake feature. I get a Beyonce feature. Jennifer Hudson feature. Who would your dream collaboration be as an artist?
Dream collaboration. I would love to work with Q-Tip.
That's dope. Yeah, Queens.
Yeah, Queens.
Yeah.
Definitely him on the production end, and if he wants to jump on a record, sure.
Gotcha.
But who else? Missy Elliott. Wow, there's so Brent Fayez. I love his work. He's super talented.
Yeah.
Miguel as well. There's
Miguel's
so many.
dope.
Yeah.
Copy. And you said Q-Tip as a producer. Who would your dream producer be? Production. If somebody said, you know what, we want to produce Bria, who you calling? Who you calling up right now?
I want to call up Rodney Jerkins, Dark Child.
I agree with that. I like I said, with her, like what he did with her, people don't even know that's him behind her. I'm like, yeah, that's a good one right there. For sure. And who's your favorite R&B? There's a lot of female R&B out that's killing it right now. You have a lot of like R&B is definitely like back and not going nowhere. Who is your favorite female R&B artist out right now besides yourself?
Wow, Raven Lenae. Like I just finished listening to her latest project, Hypnose. It was beautiful. Like her harmonies, her falsetto, like and just the way she's killing it with touring right now. Like props to her. But who else? There's a few artists.
Yeah, just give me two of them.
They're escaping me right now.
It's all good. Yeah,
no, I know another one. For the ladies, what's her name? Nija, but she's an amazing songwriter. She's worked with Beyonce, Ariana.
I think it is Nija. I know you're talking about. Yeah,
she's from Jersey, so yeah, she's super dope as well.
Nice. And I saw that you actually signed to Bentley Records as well too for your project Silent Siren Volume 1. Are you still signed to them, or you just like it was just like a one project deal?
Yeah, it was a one project thing.
Copy, man. Now you do host a radio show. I want to talk a little bit about that. Your show Flavor. Tell us about that. What's popping with Flavor? What's going on?
Flavor is super popping. You don't know, like you need to know. So it's online radio show that I host every Friday, 6 p.m. If you want to catch me live, it's at 6 p.m. on Fridays on kfsmradio.net. And so it's just a lot of fun. It's just me playing some throwback hip hop R&B to what's going on today, what's popping today. And you'll hear me talk about, music news, whatever's important going on in the world. And I'll also interview independent artists that come on as well. So it's a great time.
Copy. And I'll be up there soon. Don't worry. I got some music dropping too. Okay. And I want to ask you this as a independent artist. I have to ask this too. Do you buy beats, or you say, you know what, you just like do you like to work with one producer, or you just say, you know what, I want to buy the beat and I just like work around that?
Excuse me. One of the singles that I had, which is on the Silent Siren project, what's the name of that song? Somebody's Baby. That was a beat that I had purchased, and so it was a cool beat. like I just really felt but nowadays, and 98% of the time, I want something created from scratch. I just think it's more feel it more. It's more authentic to you, and you can put your own style to it. So.
Copy. Now the broadcast journalism degree, which I should have got, but I went rogue. So okay. I went intern rogue out here. What do you want to do? Music? You want to do music full time, or you want to do both, or do you want to just be a radio host or a radio show producer or programming assistant or programming producer and radio? What do you want to do most? Most,
I want to do music.
Music.
Yeah, that's all I've known since I was a kid. And so the way I got into radio, it was because I couldn't get into music programs for different colleges. They had different curriculum and logistics to it, and I just couldn't fulfill that, or they wouldn't let me in. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go into radio, get in through the back door, and make my way that way. And it's been working out. I'm working at SiriusXM. As a music coordinator for some big time channels, so Sound 42 for Drake.
I'm a alumni of Shade 45. So okay. Orlando. I'm a Orlando apprentice, Orlando Quinones apprentice. So I'm a alumni of Sirius. So nah, it's cool, man. And what is one of the most difficult things that you say? You know what? I've done this music. I've been in this music business since I was a kid, but I've been doing it for such and such time. What is one of the most difficult things that you say that you've experienced so far?
Wow. I've gotten this question asked to me before. The most challenging thing was just knowing who to trust, knowing who to work with, who really had the best intentions for me. And so that was hard, because a lot of times they would, whether it's, let's just say, someone offering some marketing deal or whatever, and you're really hopeful, and it falls through. And so it's like just being careful of who to work with and not getting played.
Yeah. Well, like I said, when I met you, very you'd be studying the room. I'm like, she's checking it out. I'm like, all right.
That's the New York in me.
And I want to ask this too before we get out of here. And I always ask this question. What do you want to be independent, or you want to stay get signed?
If the deal is right, if there's no 360 garbage mess, I own my masters.
Yeah.
And creative control, the whole 9 yards, and they're just there to just guide me and be like that mentoring vehicle, then sure, I'll be signed. But right now, the independent thing, it's a struggle too. Like, a lot of people think that being an artist nowadays is easy.
It's expensive, boy.
I mean, you could put up a song today, but you got to do more than that, and you need that extra investment. So ideally signed, but hey, until then, I'm here.
Copy. Nah, man, you got it for sure, man. And what advice do you have for anybody entering the music business?
If this is really what you want to do, study your craft. Be sure that if you're a rapper, study the greats. Like, don't think, oh, they're old school, I don't care. Like, go back and listen to them. Like, you never know. It helps you grow, and then build your team, build supportive people around you. Get a lawyer, entertainment lawyer, attorney to look over your contracts and make sure that you're good, and just keep working and don't give up. Because I didn't give up. There was a lot of times where people were like, nah, you're not it, you're not ready, come back next time. And then I'm like, no, I'm ready now.
Yo, you so tough, man. That's that New York in you, for real. But like I said, I wish you all the best of your journey. I'm following your journey. I'm in tune with you. I've been so busy, so I just been having some family stuff, but but we working, we getting this journey popping. We're gonna get you on the radio, we're gonna get you my own state. I want to bring might bring your show onto my station. So
why not?
Yeah, definitely for sure. I mean, I know you at Sirius, but I'm just teasing. I'm just messing with you. Yeah. And you got any shows coming up? What's up? You got any performances coming up?
I'm working on it. I'm trying to get, we're in the early stages of hosting like my own event and bringing artists to it. So tuned for that. People can follow me on social media at Bria Cheri _ on Instagram and Twitter, and you'll stay up to date with what's coming. I have merch on the way. My website is like 98% finished, ready to relaunch. So
yeah, copy. Yeah, because I was trying to sign up to the mailing list. I'm like, I want to sign up to the mailing list.
I know it's the guy.
Issues. Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about it, but we're getting it worked on.
It happens. Yeah. Nah, man, the Phoenix EP out now. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this was a really dope interview. I definitely enjoyed the conversation, and I actually look forward to you because I'm gonna hit you up. I'm gonna be on your show. I'm gonna definitely hit you up to come on your show. Okay. And Bria Cheri. You know, where can they find your radio show? Where can they find your music? And where can they find you one more time?
Okay, yeah. So you can find me on social media at Bria Cheri _ BRIACHERI_. You can find my music on all music streaming platforms. Now for the radio show Flavor, you can catch me live Fridays 6 p.m. on kfsmradio.net. You can get the TuneIn app and you can plug in that way. Whatever works for you. And that's it.
There you go, man. It's my girl Bria Cheri. You know this, man. It's DJ Chase, the Pregame Party Miss podcast, right here on YouTube, DJ Chase TV, DJChaseRadio.com. We on 11 mobile apps. Actually, not 10. It's 11 mobile apps, exclusive mobile apps. So you're gonna find this radio station on all the apps. I'm getting on it, man. Get that DJ Chase merch at DJChase.net. Spotify podcast, Apple Podcasts, and all podcast platforms, iHeartRadio, all of that goodness, man. It's DJ Chase, the Pregame Party Miss podcast. Yeah.
DJ Chase TV.
It's official. Come on. Locked in with DJ Chase on the Pregame Party Mix Podcast.